Welcome to today's daily announcements. So, I'm sorry if this video is a little bit late. Look at my hand. See how dry that is? Isn't that ridiculous? Isn't that, ridiculous? Hold on a moment. I've been dealing with... No. It's so annoying. Just have all these cuts in my hand. It's ridiculous. There are so many cuts that I have on my hand. Not because of any accident, but because it's just so dry. Because it's really cold outside. Just want my hands to get better. If the comments of this video, if you're allowed to write comments, can you please write down what you're struggling with right now, with some issues with you that you don't like, because I would greatly appreciate that. Right now, it is going up and checking stuff I don't need to, and it's also my hands. Those are the two biggest issues right now. Plus the external issues that I don't need to tell you about because I told you about earlier. So, what is going on today? Well, some of this information, might not be new to you. But, what we have going on today is, we have an activity, an Aquarius in History activity, if I'm getting that correct, for February 8th. Isn't that correct? February 8th, isn't there an activity with history and technology? Isn't that what's going on today? Okay, well, let me just double check, just to see that that's going on. Yeah. So I checked, and it does look like that's what's going on today. So there is an Aquarius and Technology assignment. basically a response. So what you're doing oh my gosh, this hand of mine. This hand needs some tender loving care. Like, I can't... if you have any hands that resemble mine, I would ask you to take a picture of them and send them to me, please. I'm dead serious. So that's one of the things I want to say. Okay? Now, take a picture of your hands if you've fallen, or if you have scrapes, or if you have really dry hands, and send that picture to me through an email. Just send the picture to me. Send it. Send it away. Please and thank you. I'm really thinking about getting another battery for this phone. I'm really considering that, because I'm going to be using the phone. You know, I was thinking this up last night, because I didn't get any sleep at all, because I had a cappuccino that was super rich. I just saw a notification, which is so annoying, but anyway. So I was up the whole night, and I was thinking about when to use my computer, when not to use my computer, and phone. I use my computer during when Mercury is retrograde. I use my phone when Mercury is in post-shadow. That's after the retrograde, after Mercury is done with its retrograde motion stations directing moves forward. So that's when I have that amount of time, maybe. But, I'll just, use my phone and, settle with that and watch videos off of it. If I want to sit on my bed and watch videos, I will watch videos on my phone from YouTube. I was just feeling really just abundant, and like I had so much, and that kept me up. But the whole reason was that cappuccino. That's what kept me up. Now, another little thing is I was thinking about, this is just something else, the Heather Emsworth or Heather Eland album. And I was thinking about some of the songs that would be in that album. A song about Frozen Anna and Elsa and what happened to them. A song relating to the Netflix series of Stranger Things, and then the Astrology with Heather song. A song where Heather Eland, that's Astrology with Heather, is compared to Natasha's Kitchen. Natasha's Kitchen's a cooking channel. She makes a lot of recipes. And I'm thinking in several of those songs to have Meryl Streep sing, because she has that kind of a voice. Anyway. Now, and when Saturn goes into Pisces, actually what'll happen, I'm really thinking about this, is that when Saturn goes into Pisces, I will be getting outside, I'll be taking walks, and we'll actually be walking quite a bit and getting in the sun quite a bit. I may do a thing on my social media stories where I do daily dose of sunlight, where I put my head up to the sun and I do that. Anyway, what else do I want to say with that? There's another announcement that I want to just add. So before I end up forgetting that announcement, I'm just going to write it down. So another little announcement that I have to just write down here is corresponding to just March this year. I've scheduled a bunch of live streams. To go live. And I mean, everything I really do for the most part on my YouTube channel from now till a while will be off of the phone. Like, just imagine if you didn't have a computer and you had just a phone and watched videos off of it, and you gained so much of a following on YouTube just by your phone. So anyway. So, that activity, the technology activity, what you're basically doing is I have a whole list of technologies. You're selecting a technology from that list. You're researching it, how it was significant, why it was significant. What is it? Why was it significant? How do you think that it applies to your own life in some way? If you can answer that question, and by all means, if you can't, then, well, I'm just going to say you don't have to. So, find an image of this technology, research it, and then state, explain the history of it, the origins of it, and how it came about, and its significance in history, and its significance in the modern world, and then sort of a bonus question if you so wish to answer it, if you have an answer for this question, because not everybody does. Well, depending upon what type of here's what I'm going to say, because this is not due till February 9. I'm going to say, choose something that you find, choose a technology that you know that you can relate to in your own life. So, cannonball, well, I can't really relate to that in my own life. So, choose something that is relatable to you in your life. That you can say, okay, this is relevant, or this pertains to me in my life because of, whatever you want to say. So that's the final thing. So I hope I listed all the, questions in order. So the origins of it, the significance in history, I'm going to explain, how it came about, and then, how is it relevant to you? And, all the questions, the order of that, the instructions, the list. And I have some resources that I put on there for researching those technologies on my page. You can find those resources. I also have some video resources you'll find there for each of the different categories. So I do have, I lied. So I have the technologies listed, and you're basically going online and you're going online and you're researching them, and you're probably watching videos, taking notes from those videos, reading articles, taking notes from those articles, finding an image, putting in the document, and then writing that paragraph, writing that, response to talking about that technology. It should really be a, really lengthy paragraph, I want to say, for this. Hopefully with an introduction, body paragraphs, and then conclusion, that whole hamburger structure of the paragraph. The bun is your introduction, the top bun, that's the, the bottom bun's the conclusion, and all the filling inside is the body, which is, your information, the content of what you're talking about. So all the instructions, the, rubric and, criteria, that whole thing about being, putting your name on it and double spacing it in an MLA format, and then citing your sources also, where you got the information from. And I have I have a source for that, which is Purdue OWL, and I've sort of linked to the page that you'll need for you. So that would be citing electronic sources, and so you'll go under and find which category pertains to what you're researching. So if it's a page on a website, you write that. If it's a YouTube video, well, preferably an article. I want to say choose more than one source, so that you're not just copying right off that source. Choose multiple sources and then cite those properly, alphabetically, the type, all the different elements, the author's last name, the, access date, all those kind of things. Type it out, double space it, make sure to put the text below the image itself. So put the image above the text, and then write the lengthy paragraph, and then put your name on it and all the criteria for MLA format, which you'll find just an example of how a document, of how it should look, so that you can see what it looks like. So you'll see your name, put the, the mention leader, the date, the assignment title, that whole setup. So you'll find that information, and you'll get the information. My hands are still dry, still bothering me. Where is the spray? There it is. I went all this way looking for the spray. Or, not the spray, the lotion. I need to put it on. A lot. I need to put a lot on. Okay, so this assignment is due on February 9th at 11:59 p.m. So, then, the next assignment. This is probably going to be in multiple parts. Just so you know, these videos. So, there's going to be announcements part 1, and announcements part 2, and part 3. That's just how it is. Because after 33 minutes of recording, it does sort of give 2 videos in one type deal. And it does that, so that's just how it is. I'm not redoing this video. I'm not restarting it over again. I will never restart a single video over again, ever in my life, and I swear that. Okay, so Queries Clevis meeting. This meeting will be at 3 p.m. on Friday, February 10th. If you're interested, then this section is the Queries of the Child. I will be reading that section that particular morning and trying to get, hopefully I get around to it. If I don't, then, well, we'll just have to see about what we can do. But the plan is, if you're planning to attend Aquarius Clevis, then I will be discussing that section, really getting into it this time. I didn't really get into it too much last time. I may just spend several days on that section and then go back to the introduction it's not going to go in order. I'm not going to go order of how the book is structured and laid out. So, that meeting is 3 p.m. February 10th. Again, if you want to come, then just like a book club, you kind of need to read the reading beforehand. You don't have to come to every meeting. You can come to a meeting, but I would really highly recommend that you read that section prior to that meeting. Which requires no further explanation. Choir rehearsal today. Well, let me think. As I am filming this video, there are people in choir who are in rehearsal today. So, you're responsible for that. I can just skip over that. What do you know? Okay. Yeah. Your choir teachers are the people involved tell you when choir will start and when the rehearsal days will be, and you just follow those instructions, and, they are in charge of teaching you the music, and I come up with the music, and I, also allow them to choose, the choir directors, to choose the music, and then teach it, and, do all the things. I did that somewhat a couple of years ago. I'm not doing that now, because I have a life to live. Alright, so, the next thing is Where the Red Fern Grows, chapters 1 and 2. Both of those chapters and the readings and the quizzes for those chapters and the writings that correspond to those chapters are due at 12:59 p.m. on February 15th. Moving on. Now, I want to go back just a step here. Now, the Aquarius and technology activities, the reason why you're doing this is because Aquarius is a sign that relates to technology. And I think it's really important for you to become aware of various technologies and why they're relevant to us. So, now, I'm good. I'm just in here. I'm just in the sunroom. Yeah. What? Oh, you doing something? Yeah, okay. Okay, so, anyway, moving right down the list here. Past astrology video. So, for those of you at the meeting, hopefully all of you saw the announcements for a couple of days ago. I did not do a video for that. I'll probably end up doing another video sometime today so that you can get that for tomorrow's announcements, because I will be not available at the event. I'll be open for any emails or questions that you have, but I will not be here, and there will be no event meeting. Besides the day 10 of my second semester of college. Okay, now this is where I'm going to sound, it's going to sound trivial. It's just going to sound that way, but here is the deal. I do expect you to join those live streams. I mean, I don't do it just to talk and sit in the air so that no one's there listening to me. So, I do want you to show up for that live stream tomorrow. So, at 5 o'clock, just sit at your computer at the ready for me to send you an email, and check your email so that you can see when I will send you the link, because I'm not sure what time I'll be getting on. So I want you to be responsible for that. So, probably, maybe I'll even do the daily announcements for tomorrow, at DMAC in the morning. Maybe I'll do that. Actually, kind of think of it, just video recording is fine, not a live stream is not necessary. Besides, it takes more power and drains more battery off the phone that I'm using right now to record this video. But so anyway, I lost my train of thought. Oh, there it is. So, just sit at your computer at 5 o'clock tomorrow. So all of you should be sitting at your computers, watching and waiting and doing other things, working on work or, whatever, and waiting to see a link to a live stream that will come into your inbox for you to click on that email in your Gmail, and then click on the link, and then boom, you're with me live until I start talking from when I stop it. There's no set timetable for how long this is going to be. So that's one thing I'm going to say about tomorrow. It's just, for that. Yeah. So, past astrology video, that's the thing I was getting to. So, obviously these videos, you need to watch these. This is about finding a video of a horoscope that was about an astrological event that occurred in the past. Not what's going on right now, but in the past. It can be the full moon in Cancer we had on January 6th. It can be Mars retrograde in Aries we had in the year that shall not be named. It can be the lunar eclipse or solar eclipse in Leo, August 21st of 2017. Whatever it is, I do want you to send me an email. And, this is where I may change what I'm going to say. So I'm just going to write these things down so that I just have these as a reference. Just so that what I'm saying can stay the same. So Aquarius in history, or Aquarius, should be that, technology. That activity is due February 9th. So that's when the Aquarius and technology activity is due. And also that quirky clothes activity, if you've got that done, then that's also due on February 9th at 11:59 p.m. If you have not got that done, then you still have a couple of days to work on it. It's really very simple. All you're doing is you're going and you're finding clothes that are unique to you on various sites. You're putting in the name of the clothes, the brand, and maybe putting in an image for the clothes. So putting an image and the name of it, and then explain why you chose that. And why you chose that clothing and how that's unique to you. And this goes for various categories of clothes, including shoes, shirts, pants, all the standard things. And you'll have a whole list of categories. In the top category, you'll put the image of the clothing, put the name of it, and then right below that you'll explain. You'll put your explanation for why you wanted to pick that below all those different categories. So that's also going on. I have that written down there. Where the red form grows. If I said February 18th, I am changing it to February 15th. So just so you know, both of those chapters, the quizzes and writings for those chapters are all due by February 15th. My writing is super terrible. February 15th at 11:59 p.m. The past astrology video. Watching a past astrology video, putting a link to it, sending me an email saying, why is it still significant today? What's interesting about it? What did you learn from it? What can you gain from it? That even though it doesn't pertain to now, it's still significant. And did you feel nourished by watching it? So, the past astrology video will be due February 18th. Everything will be due at 11:59, no earlier. Moving right on down the list. General astrology videos. So, I said a couple of days ago in the daily announcements for February 6th that you needed to watch a series in astrology, such as Moon through the houses, or Mars through the signs, or Mercury through the signs. But now you only need to watch one video based off of a topic in general astrology. So, this can be Mars in Taurus, or it can be the Moon in Scorpio. And you're watching that video, you're again sending me the link. What did you like about it? What did you learn from it? What do you remember from that video? And would you recommend that video? Would you recommend other people to watch that general astrology video? So remember, this is not forecasting. This is like placements in the natal chart. This is like an example of general astrology would be understanding the elements, understanding all the different signs of the zodiac, what this planet means in the natal chart. That's what it is. That's what I'm trying to get at there. So, both of those, both the past astrology video and general astrology video emails, which will be separate emails. Both of those, maybe I should make them one email. You know what just it'll be so much easier to make one email. So one email for those videos, for the past astrology video and general astrology video. That email with the link for one, link for the past astrology video first, that goes on the top, your explanation about that,